Is this on, is it?
Well, I wasn't videoing.
Right. You do not film inside police stations,
please
right?
don't speak
It's
to
an
me like that.
offence
I'm not speaking
under,
to you like
under
that.
legislation, okay?
Welcome to Camera Never Lies, where we expose police misconduct and demand accountability from those in public office. Today's footage comes courtesy of the Torbinator. Their link is down below, so be sure to show them some support and check out the full original clip. In today's episode, a man approaches a police station and openly tells officers that he's flying his drone directly above the building. Then he asks them one straightforward question: name the law that says I can't. What follows is a series of arrest threats, a seizure that never actually takes place, and officers struggling to justify their actions with any actual law. Let's get right into it.
Right, I'm the duty inspector. You might tell me what you're doing.
Inspector.
Can you just go around the front of the building now? I'll speak to you.
Please, I'll engage with you, but don't be aggressive like that.
Okay, well, don't. You must not look in the police station. The video inside the police station.
I wasn't videoing, but I was looking.
Is this on? Is it?
Well, I wasn't videoing.
Right. You do not film inside police stations,
please
right?
don't speak
It's
to
an
me like that.
offence
I'm not speaking to you like that.
Under legislation, okay?
An offence under legislation?
Yes, it is.
What
yeah.
legislation would that be,
It's a
Inspector?
security offence, okay?
A security offence.
Right, just make
You're
sure.
being a bit fake there, Inspector.
Are you the gentleman who came earlier and asked to fly a drone over the police
I
station?
didn't ask. I said I'm gonna when I am gonna.
Right, okay. So I need to point out it's actually an offence under current legislation.
And what legislation would that be?
Right, okay. So it's an offence under the Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act of 2021.
No, it's not.
It is, okay.
No, it's not. Can you show me?
We've taken some legal guidance.
Can you show me?
I'm just going to tell you, okay?
Can you show me that
So
legislation?
if you do that,
I am doing that.
I consider that a risk to the police station's security.
I'm doing that.
If you continue to do that, I'll ask you to stop doing it, and if you don't do it, we'll seize your drone. You will commit an offence.
If you show me, I'll tell you what, Inspector.
Under that legislation. I'm just explaining what the legislation is.
Listen.
Okay.
If you can show me that legislation, then obviously I won't do it.
I've just explained to you what it is.
No, show me.
We've taken some guidance from our legal department.
Yeah.
I've just explained to you.
Well, you better take some more. You better take some more then.
So
you can't show me that legislation. I will do that.
I'm telling you, right?
I am doing that.
You'll be asked to stop doing it. If you don't do it, we will seize it under Section 19 of the legislation.
No,
you will commit offences.
He's already made the threat to seize the drone. Fly it, and I'll take it. The officer cites Section 19 as the legal basis. But Section 19 is a power to seize items that are reasonably suspected of being evidence connected to an offense. That means there has to be an actual offense in the first place. And in this situation, there simply isn't one.
No, you won't. If you do anything that's unlawful, right, I will.
Well, yeah, I would expect that you would.
I would, but I don't want to do that, Inspector. All I want to do.
Not film inside police stations.
I wasn't.
Because it's well, that looks like it's on, and you.
Well, how does that look like it's on? Is the screen on? Is the screen on, Inspector?
Just see a red light.
A red light. You can't see no red light because it's not on.
Well, you mustn't do that because it's a threat to our security in the police premises.
Okay, listen.
It's an official government building, you know that.
Listen, it's a public building.
Do you mind if I take you on in, please?
Yeah, Darren.
Darren what?
Darren, that's as far as we're going.
Well, okay, Darren. Well, obviously, if you are found to be committing any offences, we'll need your full details. Otherwise, we couldn't deal with it by way of summons. You would have to be arrested.
I'd expect that. Darren,
are you going to give me a full name?
At the end of the day.
Darren, will you give me your full details?
Will you give me your full details?
Yes, I will. I'm Inspector Garney from Northampton Police, Hexham Police Station.
Okay.
7781 is my first number.
Okay.
Right?
What's your date of birth?
No, you don't
What's
be silly.
Your address?
Don't be silly.
Well, what do you want mine for?
I'm explaining to you, right? You will breach current legislation.
I will not.
Which we've taken
I know the legislation inside
out. Please don't do it.
I'm doing it.
If you do it,
I will do it.
We'll ask you to stop.
I'm definitely doing it. Now you told me that because I know you're lying. I know you're lying.
And if you don't allow us to seize it, you will be arrested because we won't be able to deal with it by way of summons.
Right.
Okay?
Listen, you seize it.
Please leave the building. Okay. Please leave.
I'm not in the building.
Just leave the area.
What?
Okay.
Watch how the threats keep piling up the moment the law starts falling apart. He says he'll seize the drone under Section 19. Refuse to hand it over, and you're under arrest. Refuse to provide your details, and you're arrested for that too. This is intimidation, plain and simple. He's stacking one threat on top of another, hoping the man eventually gives in. But every single threat requires a real offense to support it. And there isn't one. This isn't about the law. It's about ego. Without an actual offense, there can be no lawful seizure and no arrest.
What?
Well,
I thought me and you were having a pleasant conversation, weren't we?
with you.
Like, you're not being reasonable. We're having a conversation. You're telling me to leave.
Right?
The
You are a
conversation.
threat to the security of this
threat.
building
And how do you work
by
that out,
recording
Inspector?
drone footage. So I'm telling you not to do it.
Inspector,
I'm
listen.
explaining the legislation that prevents you from doing it.
There is
And I've
no
also
legislation
told you-
that tells me that I
I've
cannot
also-
fly over
listen,
here. The only way I couldn't fly over here, right, is if it was an FTR. right? I couldn't then. If there was a seat, yeah, I still could,
Darren,
because of the class of drone that I've
once
got.
more, will you give me a full details, please?
What? Tell me why, and I'll think about
Well,
it.
because I want to know who's on these premises, because I'm concerned that somebody turns up with, you know, a face covering like you. Like, why are you covering your face?
Do you know, I'll tell you now.
Yes,
I'll tell you why you covered my face, Inspector, because I was looking in the window, right?
Yeah.
And when you come out, you came right into my space.
Yes,
now,
I
I
did.
don't know if you've heard anything
Because
about...
I don't like people looking at police stations who shouldn't be looking inside police
Okay,
stations,
listen then.
especially when I think they're filming.
Listen then.
Right, I've said all I'm going to say.
Oh, no, listen, let me finish. You'd ask me a question, man. Now, be polite, Inspector. I've listened to you. So, when I first came, I came into reception, right, to be reasonable and I tell you what my intentions are, right? So,
and I got that message, and in fairness,
so
I was
listen,
going to come speak to you.
don't interject, please. I haven't interjected you, Inspector. Please let me finish, please. Please, let me finish. No, I wasn't asked to leave.
Yeah.
I said I'm going to go to the toilet. I had a bit of a bad stomach. But anyway, getting back to the point, right? If I was any threat to this police station, I could stand what? 3, 4, 5 miles away, and I could fly my drone over this police station. You just wouldn't have a clue where I was, Inspector.
Right,
so if I was a threat, I wouldn't go into the police station and explain
I've listened to you,
out of courtesy and trying to be reasonable.
Okay.
I've even give you my first name. I don't have to, but be reasonable, I have.
Here, the auditor makes a simple point. He could stand a mile away and fly the drone directly over the station, and nobody would even know he was there. And he's right. A genuine threat doesn't walk up to the front desk and announce itself. More importantly, a police station isn't automatically protected airspace. Prisons have a 400-meter no-fly zone. Airports have designated restricted areas. A police station has neither. So simply flying the drone over was never an offense in the first place.
Now, Inspector, I appreciate that what I am about to do, my intentions, you might not like that as an individual, but that's not the law.
Well, it's not a
what
case
you're going
of
on
not
about.
liking it, Darren. It's a
Please
threat
let me
to the
finish,
police station
Inspector.
security.
Please
All
let
right,
me
and I've
finish.
explained the legislation under which
Can I
I'm
speak to you, mate? Because he's just rude. He's just rude. He's just rude.
We've just... No, I'm
just rude,
just telling
Inspector.
you how it is.
You're not telling me, Inspector. You're just saying rude,
so,
man.
if you'd like to go, 'cause we've all got jobs to
the
do.
legislation, like you're saying there, about Section 19, like, you're wrong, mate.
Okay.
You're totally
well,
wrong,
then you
bro.
can challenge the Northumbria Police Legal Department.
But I don't want to do that.
Because that's
I don't want to have to do that, though.
Well, that's up to you. That's your prerogative.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I've told you,
I'm not here to
you will
start
not be
making
permitted to fly the drone over this police station based on police station security.
I can fly it. Oh, I can fly it anywhere and look in, mate. Don't have to fly over.
I've just asked you not to do it.
Well,
I've explained the legislation for you not to do it.
Right, explain the legislation again.
Consequences.
Legislation again.
Right, because it's a threat to the station security for you to fly the drone and record that drone.
And that tells me that in Section 19, does it?
No, Section 19 is
the
offence. It gives us the power to seize the drone if you don't.
Right, so go on then, carry on then. Sorry for interjecting. I interjected right in an important bit what you're trying to say. So because of the security,
Yeah. Well, I've told you the legislation, haven't I?
No, I interjected.
Listen.
Tell me again, just so we're on the same page.
I've done it. I'm recording myself doing it.
Right, tell me again the legislation that stops me from flying over the police station.
I don't need to tell you again. I've already told you.
You haven't, man, Inspector. Right. I won't interject.
So I'm going to put these things back in the station.
I won't interject. I won't interject. Just tell me. If you can tell me, I won't do it. If you tell me.
There's no point in us arguing about this.
No, there's no argument.
I've been reasonable.
I'm saying, yeah, if you can tell me that legislation, I will not do that.
Okay,
I won't do it. If you can explain that legislation, Inspector, I won't do it. If you can't, then
He already has done.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't.
He has.
What's your number?
2203.
When did you leave school?
Are you trying to be funny?
I'm just asking a question. When did you leave school?
Nothing to do with you.
Okay, that's not funny. I don't think that's funny anyway.
Right. So he's explained everything to you now.
He never. If he explains to me, Inspector, I will think with you know. I won't do it if you do. And that's me being reasonable, mate. I can't be any more reasonable than that. If you explain that legislation to me now, right, I won't do it. Right, go on then, I'm listening. I must have misheard you. Go on then, I'm listening. I'm all ears. If you can explain that legislation to me.
The Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act 2021, right?
Right.
So, part of that legislation makes it an offence for an individual to fly a drone over a police station if there is a perceived threat to the security of that station. I am the duty inspector. I perceive that to be a threat to the security of this police station. Therefore, if you could do it, you'll be asked not to do it under that legislation. If you don't stop doing it, we will seize that drone under Section 19 of the legislation.
What
and
legislation?
If you don't allow of what I've just explained to you.
What, the unmanned aircraft?
Yes, right. And if you don't allow us to do it,
you're wrong, you know.
You'll be arrested.
And there it is. He claims that flying over the station becomes an offense if there's a perceived threat to the security of that station. And because he's the inspector, he says he perceives one. But that's not how the law works. These powers don't suddenly activate because an officer has a feeling. They come into play when there are reasonable grounds to suspect that the drone is connected to an actual offense. And those reasonable grounds have to be objective. The House of Lords made that clear in O'Hara. It's not enough for an officer to genuinely believe something is suspicious. There must be a real and objective basis that a reasonable person could accept. I perceive a threat isn't a legal basis. It's simply a feeling, and a feeling has never been a lawful power.
You're wrong, you know.
Right, and if you don't give your details so that you can be summoned, you'll also be arrested because we can't deal with that.
Well, I'll already be arrested, won't I?
All right, so I'm just explaining now. I don't know how much more I can say.
Okay, what's your Inspector what? Sorry.
I've
Just for the
already told
record,
you my name.
Inspector
I've already
Tyrant
told-
features,
I've already told
I
you
think
my
you look
name.
a bit like a tyrant.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what...
Thanks very much. I'll
no.
tell you one thing, we might get 1 or 2 calls if you walk around hexing like that because people don't normally go around with their face covered.
Well, then you'll know, won't you, that it's me,
right.
won't you? And I'm worried about my... so don't try and threaten me, mate.
I'm just telling
Right?
you how it is.
Is there any law of me walking about like this, Inspector?
Not at the
Right
moment.
then.
But
So if you get a call,
if
I'd
you were
expect you to
cause
tell them then,
any
wouldn't you?
threat, harassment or alarm to anybody, then they would
Walking
be.
down the street?
Right.
Would
okay.
walking down the street with this
we're
on?
done.
No, because
We're
I don't want to do that.
We're done.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to cause anyone any harassment.
we're done.
So me walking down the street with this on, would that be a criminal offence,
I'm going to ask you to
Inspector?
leave the premises now,
Exactly. I
okay?
didn't think it would be,
Right.
would it?
Can you leave the premises
So
now?
if anyone phones you, you tell them,
Okay.
right, reassure them that, 18 months ago, we were getting told to walk like this, right?
Okay.
So you do your job and reassure people, okay? And don't try and threaten me like that, mate. Now, I am going to stand over there, or I might stand a mile away, I might stand 2 miles away, and I'm going to fly my drone over your police station, like it or not. That's what's happening, mate. That's what's happening, bro.
Well, he's told you what's going to happen if you do that. So
Are you sad? Do you know, just because you've joined, can I just take your numbers, please? I like you, I like the smile. Do you know what I mean?
We're done. We're done.
2385. Look at that. You know what I mean? That's
It's
your
all been
inspector,
done.
mate. Listen,
Everything's been
listen,
covered.
mate. Obviously, you're clamming a lot of young, mate. Listen, you'll keep being polite, all right, mate. And when you get the inspector, you'll be better than this fool.
Well, like they've said, if the drone comes over the police station,
It's coming over?
You'll get arrested, won't you?
No?
well, we'll see you very soon
So
then,
we'll see you
won't we?
shortly.
So I'm getting arrested if it goes over the police station, am I now?
You've been told. I've told you not to do it.
So I'm getting
been
arrested if the drone goes over. You said you're going to tell me to bring it down? Make it mind.
He told you not to do
Just
it.
don't do it.
Under what law?
been
I don't
told the
common
law.
law me, mate.
Right.
And I'm doing it. Right?
Well,
And do you know what it is,
see.
Inspector? Not only will I take Northumberland, I'll take you as well for lawful redress, mate. Believe me, I'll take you for lawful redress and I'll take it out your ass pocket as well as the chief constable. If you do anything that's unlawful to me,
Okay.
simple as that, mate. Alright. Yeah?
I've explained to you. I've been reasonable.
No, you
That's it,
haven't.
that's the
No,
end
you
of
haven't.
the
You're trying to
We're-
blackmail me.
we're all
You're
busy
trying to
people.
blackmail me, mate. Well, get yourself in. I didn't ask you to come out,
Right.
did I?
Well, you go away from this police station.
No.
Because this is our police station. Where
There's
we
no
work,
chance to say I
right?
can't be here,
And
yeah?
We like look after our.
There's no chance.
Notice how the inspector says, "This is our police station." No, inspector. It's publicly funded, and you're a public servant acting on behalf of the public. It doesn't belong to you. Authority here comes from the law, not from ownership. And pay attention to how the conversation keeps moving further away from clear legal thresholds and more toward controlling the space. The moment the law stops supporting the argument, the focus shifts to power and control.
Chance to say I can't be here, yeah? Is there?
Okay.
Is there any chance to say I can't be here, yeah? Am I breaking the law by being here, yeah? If I am, I'll leave. Am I breaking the law by being here, Inspector? If I am, I will leave.
You're not. But I've just.
Inspector.
You know, our conversation is finished, isn't it?
No, who dictates that? You dictated when it starts. Well, I'll dictate when it finishes then.
Do not walk back up to that glass again because I got the impression that you were about to record in this police station. Please go away. Please
Well,
go
don't
away.
tell me not to do
Anybody
something that's
watching this
lawful.
video would see that
Well,
I've been
don't tell
very
me.
reasonable with you.
There's no one's going
Right.
to watch it, I hope, because do you know what? Nothing unlawful is going to happen.
Well, that's
the only,
good. That's
the only
really
reason,
good,
let me
Darren.
tell you why I've got a camera, right, is because I've done this in another county, right, with drone, right, and I had a bit of an experience.
Well, you haven't had that
like-
experience
And that's
here,
what
have you?
triggered me,
You've had a very
Inspector,
reasonable
that's what triggered.
conversation with me,
Let me
haven't you?
finish, please. I've been giving you the
I know. but
politeness.
we've got things
Listen,
to
let
do
me just
and
tell
we
you
don't
why
need
I've
to
got
do
the
this
camera,
anymore.
so just so you know, right? So, in Cleveland, I had a bad experience, right? And I had a bit of an experience like this.
okay.
I didn't have a body-worn camera.
Right.
And when I asked for the body footage, right, they said when they were docking it, it didn't dock properly and they lost
Right,
it.
all right.
So I know I'm not going to lose my own. right? The only way that will be getting viewed is if you or me does anything unlawful. That's the only way.
Well, then let's avoid it. That's
I'm going to fly my drone. I'm going to fly my drone, Inspector. I'm lawfully allowed to do that.
We're going in
and
now.
if you want to
Please
be a
don't-
tyrant,
Please don't look into the police station.
is that against the law?
Right? We consider that to be a threat against our
That's
security
not against
in
the
here.
law, man. Are we,
Right.
Inspector? Let's be serious, mate.
Can you
I don't want to
please
leave.
just let us get on with
You
our
know
work?
what? I don't want to leave on bad terms, right?
Well, I
Me
don't
looking
want-
through that window,
I
right?
never wanted to start on them. I just don't like
I
people
know, so let's try and sort
causing my
ourselves out.
staff
I know, and I don't want to do
alarming
that.
here, you
Inspector,
see.
that
Right,
is not
thank
my
you.
intention.
That's appreciated.
But one question before you go, please. Me looking through that window, glass, is that an offence?
It's not what normal people do.
Oh,
I'm
what's
honest with you.
normal, man, Inspector?
Right?
What's
Well,
normal?
normal people
What's
respect
normal
that
to you
police
might not be
stations
normal to me.
are
What's
secure
normal to me
buildings,
might
right.
not be normal. Oh, this guy.
Right, okay.
This may be the most revealing moment of the entire audit. The inspector keeps falling back on what's considered normal instead of pointing to what is actually illegal. But in a free society, people don't need permission to act normally. They simply need to stay within the boundaries of the law. That's a distinction every police officer should understand. The question isn't whether someone is behaving in a way you consider normal. The question is whether they're breaking the law.
Inspector.
All right.
Right,
done.
just being normal, right? You can't get
right,
arrested
okay.
for not doing
Thanks very
something
much,
what you
Darren.
class is
Thanks
not
for your
normal,
time.
Inspector, man.
Okay.
So listen, can I tell you this? We need the police, right? We do need
Yeah.
the police. We need
I'm
the
pleased
police.
you think that.
But no, I know that. I don't think I know, right? But what we don't need is we don't need attitudes like that, Inspector, man. Come on, are we? Grown up the grown up. We don't, do we? Let's not police on feelings, man.
I'm not policing them.
You are
I'm
at the
just trying
moment.
to
I
do
get.
the
Well,
job
that's the feeling I
as best as
get.
I can
That's
with
the
what I've
feeling
got,
I
all
get
right?
from my yard.
Okay, Darren,
and then
nice
you're
to
bringing
speak
this
to you.
guy out
Anyway,
who thinks saying,
let's
"Are you
leave it
being
at that.
funny?" Listen, mate. I just think you look young. I'd take that as a compliment,
Darren,
man.
just leave it at that, thanks.
I'd take that as a compliment. Now, what I suggest, mate, is if you don't like members of the public speaking to man, then get a different job. That doesn't deal with the public,
Right.
mate.
Okay, Darren, thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Yes, thanks.
just a bit of friendly advice and all that. Yeah, see you later, mate. How mad's that? I don't know why. It's telling us not to fly. Oh, do you know what they've done? They've sent the helicopter as well, man. Get on that. Shut up, man. They've only sent the helicopter as well. Honest to God, get on that one.
It's difficult to put into words the outrageous fact that taxpayer money was used to deploy a police helicopter and multiple officers. All because one man was standing outside a police station with a drone he hadn't even turned on. What we witnessed today follows a familiar pattern. Officers reaching for the wrong legal powers, treating personal discomfort as a security threat, and threatening seizure or arrest without any lawful grounds to support it. Flying a drone doesn't suddenly become a crime simply because an inspector doesn't like the sight of it. The relevant powers require a genuine suspected offense, not just a feeling or assumption. Without an actual offense, there was no lawful basis to seize the drone or make an arrest. This isn't about confrontation. It's about transparency, accountability, and knowing when authority is being misused. Remember, understanding your rights is one of the most powerful tools you can have. Download my free rights cheat sheet below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.